Luke, you're killing me. You just put the intro when I hit record. That's new. What's going on, everybody? We're going to be talking about Harry Potter, new cast, all that and more. We played the intro, so we don't need to play it again. Joining me on the show here today is Roxy Striar. Hello, Roxy Striar. How are you?
Hi, Kristian. Good morning.
Morning. Are you recovering from Last of Us?
Oh, I thought you were going to say last night. I was just, yeah.
Perfect.
Hammered.
Nice.
Am I recovering from it? No.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about that during
I watched it twice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some interesting TV picks for people today.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. But the first thing we're going to be talking about is not TV. Well, I guess it is TV. And it's Harry Potter. Harry Potter. That's right. They cast. Everybody's wondering. They were talking about all these different people that were cast. Everybody was cast. Well, now the kids are finally cast. Harry Potter series will begin production this summer for a 2026 rollout. See the new kids below. This is not the beginning of the article. Ignore me. Harry Potter series finds its Harry, Ron, and Hermione. HBO's Harry Potter TV series. It's found its Harry, it's Ron, it's Hermione. The trio of Hogwarts freshmen are newcomers to Hollywood this time. Dominic McLaughlin will play Harry Potter. Arabella Stanton is Hermione Granger, and Alistair Stout is the new Ron Weasley. In the films, those roles were played by Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, respectively. There were 8 Harry Potter films and a series of 3 Fantastic Beasts movies, a spin-off of the original IP. J.K. Rowling wrote 7 Harry Potter books. The 8th book in the series was split into 2 movies. After an extraordinary search led by casting directors Lucy Bevan, Emily Brockman, we are delighted to announce we have found our Harry, Hermione, and Ron. The talent of these 3 unique actors is wonderful to behold. Can't wait for the world to witness their magic together on screen. Magic. I like what you did there. We would like to thank all of the tens of thousands of children who auditioned. It's been a real pleasure to discover the plethora of talent out there. Always give a thumbs up when somebody can use plethora. HBO very publicly hosted an open casting call to find this next installment of New Kids. Previously announced cast can be found here. Harry Potter series, not yet officially titled Harry Potter, to be clear, will be a faithful adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter books. The series will stream on HBO Max. The HBO series is produced in association with Bronte Film and TV and Warner Brothers Television. Executive produced by Rowling, Neil Blair, and Ruth Kenley Letts of Braun Film and TV, and David Heyman of Heyday Films. Harry Potter. Sure. Harry Potter, this series, will be in production this summer for a 2026 rollout. There are the kids right there. Arabella Stanton, Dominic McLaughlin, and Alistair Stout. Anything else down there that we need to read? No, unless you want to get muscle after 60. Okay. Roxy?
Yeah.
What do you think about this casting?
So it's hard to have any thoughts at all on child casting with 3 kids that we don't know. So what I did was I looked up the casting directors, because all you can do is wonder who were the casting directors who cast this and what is their track record and what have they cast before. So it's Lucy Bevan and Emily Brockman. Lucy cast a lot of stuff for Warner Brothers, the Batman, Barbie. They both did Belfast, the switching over camps to Disney, Cruella. One of the more recent or the upcoming Bridget Jones movie, here, Masters of the Air, they together did All the Light We Cannot See. So that's all you really have to go off of is the casting director team. Seems like they have a pretty good track record. Emily Brockman also did Matilda the Musical, Deadpool and Wolverine, F1. So they've done some huge things. I'm sure, like they said, they saw 10,000 kids. Right. If they cast these kids, they were probably pretty stinking good. So I guess cool.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see how the kids do. That's all you can do. It's like, you have everybody involved who's involved, and a lot of Heyman and Rowling, everybody who's involved in the first ones are involved in it, and let's see how they cast.
What are the chances that they see 10,000 kids, they cast these 3, and they're absolute stinkers? Like, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. The show could stink. We have no idea how the show is going to be, but I don't think the problem is going to be these 3 kiddos.
I don't think so either. I'm excited to see this series. I'm excited to see it because of the detail that's going to be involved this series. So when they made these movies in general, which I love, and probably because I realized Sam has never seen these either, which is going to be amazing for us to watch again. I've seen them a handful of times, but I think it's perfect to watch, obviously, before this series comes out. This is to me, the movies, I remember reading the first 4 and going, "Yeah, these are really good movies," but man, they left so much out. They left so much out, and I would have loved to seen that on screen, but I understand why they didn't. Otherwise, you have a 6-hour movie. But with a 6 to 10 episode season, you can really dive into all the details that made the books really special, and I think that people don't understand that when they're like, "Oh, why are they just redoing this?" It's like, they're not. You're gonna be seeing so much stuff that was left out that was in the books, and I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see how they're gonna do that in general, and with the budget of an HBO Max show. This is a highly anticipated show for me. Do you think they need to use the John Williams score? I feel like they do.
Uh, do you mean like sporadically?
The theme.
Yeah, but yeah, and I know what it is, but I mean, my question's still my question. Do you mean sporadically, or do
No, I
you
mean, you gotta use it. You gotta use
mean
it.
as the intro song for every episode?
Hell yeah.
Um, I don't think they have to, but I think it'd be cool. I'd be okay either way. This show can do a lot of different things that I would be okay with. I also think that this is kind of a jumping off point for them to be able to do spin-offs that people really care about,
Mhm.
unlike Fantastic Beasts, which seem to have lost a lot of people. Like the other day, I was talking to Greg Alba, and he had mentioned that he wanted to see more Quidditch. And
Right, right.
like they could totally do a Friday Night Lights spin-off of Harry Potter of the Quidditch team.
Right.
Like and completely go into their own lore about Quidditch, because we don't get to see that much in the movies. You see a little bit, and mostly from Harry's perspective, but Quidditch is a crazy sport. What is it like at Hogwarts if
Well,
you're on any of the
yeah,
Quidditch teams?
there's a ton. I mean, definitely, and they also in the movies cut out a bunch of the games, and there are more games but they just didn't
Oh,
want to go back to. But
from
there
the
are,
from
yeah,
the books, there's
from the
more
books.
games than what we saw. So that's
Mhm.
cool too. Like there's just so many different areas of this world. And also, what is the show that I watched last year that I actually really liked that had to do with magic? Little kid show. You didn't watch it, but you knew it. It was a spin-off of a movie also.
Hmm.
God damn, one of you guys will know in the chat. I'm ready for another magic show. I like magic, and I think that it's fun to see explore all the areas that we can. I also have the memory of a toad, and
Mm.
so I don't remember a lot of stuff that happens in
Right,
Harry Potter, even from what I did see. I
right.
haven't rewatched the Harry Potter movies in 15
Yeah.
years
Are you
or
talking
so.
about Percy Jackson?
Percy Jackson, thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you, Galaxy Geese.
Um, would
Yeah.
you'd call that a magic show, right?
Not really. More Greek gods and stuff, but I see what you
Okay, yeah, you're right,
mean.
mythology and stuff, but they do be doing some magic stuff.
Sure.
Um, bippity bobbity boop.
I got
This is
you.
fun. This is exciting. I think that this is something cool that also, like, way better than I, because you have kids, but I'm so excited about having a little niece that anything that I'm like in the future I can watch with her, I just get so excited about. And
Well,
this could
that's
be her introduction in 7 years to Harry Potter. We don't know.
Percy Jackson is a great example actually, because that's what I was telling you beforehand too. Is the difference between, say, Percy Jackson the series and the Percy Jackson movies as opposed to the Harry Potter. Harry Potter movies are beloved. People love Harry Potter. The fans of the books love the movies, the most part. Um, the Percy Jackson book fans do not like those movies,
Huh.
but they love the series because of exactly
The
what I was,
series is good.
because they were detailing more and making it true to the book. What they did with the Percy Jackson series is kind of what they do with video game movies essentially, and that's, hey, you know what everybody loves about the games, the stories. Let's not do any of that. Let's just make a different story, but have the same characters in it and move some stuff around and just make it for a movie, because that's what people, they just want to see the characters. They don't really care about the story, and it's like that's like that studio executive. And I honestly think that's what Last of Us season 2 suffered from. But
You
that's
didn't like the season.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine.
Oh,
It was
whoa.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. I thought,
For
like,
you?
yeah, for me. You asked me, you didn't like the season.
For you?
That's right. I know. I didn't think it was great. I thought that
Wait.
I thought episode 6 was fantastic.
Okay, we will talk about The Last of Us,
Yeah.
obviously, but,
Yeah.
2 things. Number 1, quick shout out to Winston in the chat who has joined us. Happy
Winston wants to see the video that he did. That's why, and I don't blame him. I'm gonna.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know what? I'll upload it now.
Okay.
He's waiting.
I
For
have
me.
I have a
first time
question for you,
Winston's been
though.
in the chat. It's the first time Winston's been in the chat for like a year, and it's because he
Kristian,
wants.
though, you're not a good multitasker, and I have a question for you, so I don't know
Sure.
if I can ask it right
Go
now.
ahead.
What is the thing that this show could do to mess it up for you?
The Harry Potter show.
That is what we're talking about.
It is. Well, we were talking about a lot of different things. Like you said, multitasking. What could they do to mess it up? I mean, there's tons of things that they could do. They could change the story in general. You start changing the ending because like everybody knows the ending, and they change the ending because they saw that in the movie, and they know it in the book, so we need to switch it up now. Don't switch it up. Let's see. You're gonna go ballsy with it. Then, and I saw someone in the comment going, "Don't use the John Williams score. Do something new." I can't stand that mentality. It's like, no, James Bond has a theme. Superman has a theme. Star Wars has a theme. Harry Potter has a theme. Use the theme.
You want them to stay true to the source material.
Yeah, 100%. Let me play this video from Winston first, and then we'll get into some other topics.
Okay, can you give me any backstory on this?
Well, not yet, because now it says it doesn't support the code. Perfect.
Okay.
Well, because the problem is if I can't. Let's see. I'm going to send this to Luke. Luke, maybe you can convert this for me, and make this, because the problem is if I play it the way that he sent it, it's going to echo, and I don't want it to echo for you. So I'm going to send this to Luke, and I'm going to see if Luke can convert this to me that I can in a playable version of it. So we have to wait. I'll give you a breakdown of what it is once we watch. Let's get to this. How about we get to a second story, and then we'll come back to Winston's video, because I'm excited. I haven't seen it either, so I'm excited to see it.
What is it?
I don't want to tell you yet until we prep it. Okay, so this is going to be, before we even do that, real quick, I'm going to tell you guys again, for people who are watching in the chat live afterwards, make sure you go to the Clips channel. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers on the Clips channel. We have a lot of good conversation going on that Clips channel. Put your thoughts in there for Harry Potter. Now, this is a story that we're going to have a little bit of fun with, because I'm going to do something here at the end of it that, whether you people out there in the trade world want to do anything with it or not, have a blast. But this is something I want to discuss. Mark Ruffalo, Hulk back in New Spider-Man? ? Remember that. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk back in New Spider-Man ? Mark Ruffalo is set to reprise his role as Bruce Banner Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day at Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios, according to a new report at Nexus Point News. How involved Banner will be in the story is unclear, and what incarnation of his character we'll see. The site, however, claims it will be a substantial role in the film, akin to Tony Stark in the first Spidey, Nick Fury in the second, and Doctor Strange in the third, in terms of screen tone. Ruffalo's Banner was last seen in She-Hulk Attorney at Law series on Disney Plus at a dinner scene where he appears with his son Scar. He also seems to be able to transfer between Banner and a human in his Professor Hulk form. Report follows on from one last indicating the film might be featuring Scorpion, Boomerang, Tombstone in its villains. Sadie Sink and Liza Zayas has been cast, while Michael Mando is apparently in talks to return as Mac Gargan Scorpion. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings director Destin Daniel Cretton will helm Spider-Man Brand New Day from a script from Chris McKenna and Eric Sommers. Okay, Roxy, before I say anything about this story,
just jump in, because you just said the trades might want to pick up what you have to say. So I
want to ask you first, do you believe this? I'll ask you that. Do you believe
the way that you're phrasing it makes me think that you know something? Just tell me what you know.
I'm asking you, do you think that this is true?
Why don't you just tell me what you know, Chris?
The audience think this is true.
What is it that you want to tell us?
This is 100% true. I knew this months ago, way before Roka, way before anybody. 100% true. And guess what? He's gonna be Rage Hulk. How about that? We're getting Rage Hulk back.
Is that right?
Like that? Didn't say that in there, but he's Rage Hulk. He's
Hulk
coming
smash.
back.
All right, so give us deets.
That's right, Coheed 616. I'm all over the place. I'm here. I'm up there. I'm looking around. I'm fucking all over the place. You want this shit?
Okay, so what you're saying is that the story that just came out is in fact true.
Fact. No question mark. 100%. Put an exclamation point on it and do a dance around it.
All right, so talk us through it.
That's all I'm telling you.
Now talk us through it. So you have a source that told you this months ago.
I hear things. I look out and I go like this. I go, oh, what are those people talking about? And they were talking about the Hulk and Rage Hulk. And I go, what? Are you kidding? And they go, who are you? I go, you don't worry about it. They said, what are you doing in our kitchen?
Okay.
Yep. So.
And did you find out that he was in this at the same time that you found out about Rage Hulk?
Hell yeah. I found out a ton of stuff, Roxy. Stuff I can't even. I'm sitting on stuff that they'd arrest me for if I said it.
Okay. Can you tell me if the way that it was phrased to you?
No. David,
excited?
trust me, bro, up your ass. That's one of the most overused nonsense things. So trust me, bro. Fuck off, David. I'll tell you what. When you go and you see the movie and he's in it and he's running around, you come back here and you say, I'm sorry for using that overrun shit. LOL. RLLOLMFAO.
Wait, I think you're being way too harsh right now. That is what you're saying right now.
What do you mean?
You're being way too harsh. You are saying, trust me, bro. That is what you're saying.
I didn't use bro. I'll do this. How about that?
How are the trades going to write what you just did?
I don't give a shit about what the trades do.
What sound did you just make with your armpit?
The trades can take it and they go, trust me, from a guy who's making fart noises in his arms. That's fine because that's not overused. LOL.
Okay.
Hell yeah, that was aggressive, Melissa. I'm not going to say shit to you because I like you. And not that I don't like the other guy. I don't know
him. So do you think that this is a good idea?
Yes. I do. I think it's a very good idea.
How come?
It's a very good idea. Because, look, again, from what I know that I can't say, I like where the story is going and I like what they're going to do in general. And I think it's smart to bring them back.
Who's them?
Some of these characters that we've been missing.
Was that Freudian slip, as in there's one more person that we're waiting to have announced?
I need you to relax.
Okay. Chill. Be chill. Chill, girl. Chill.
And why would anybody say the trust me bro thing? Isn't that stereotype? What am I supposed to do now? Eat a piece of chicken?
Is it grilled?
Hell yeah.
Something I would like to say.
Jeremiah hit it. Jeremiah, you hit it on the head. I didn't even say it, but Jeremiah said it. You hit it on the head. I didn't say it. Jeremiah said it.
Okay, Jeremiah said Punisher for those of you guys.
Hey.
I'm just saying what Jeremiah said. Can I tell you guys who I would like to see?
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. It's not wrong.
Right.
Would I like to see Gary Busey in the next Spider-Man movie? Yes, I would. Yeah. I do hope that She-Hulk shows up in more things. I really like her. And
I don't like
I'm not saying instead of Hulk, but it just wherever he is, it makes sense that she might be. So
right.
That would be cool. Love Punisher.
Punisher? Is he going to be in it?
I don't know. Let me ask you this. Timeline wise, is the Punisher special coming out before or after this?
Don't know. No, it wasn't on the side of the highway. Someone asked me about where that grilled chicken was. I made a whole ton of it. I brought it with me today.
You cooked?
Delicious.
How do you make your chicken?
Carefully. Is that the answer you wanted? So there's sometimes that I'm in a mood.
You're not giving me a single answer that I wanted.
No. Sometimes I'm in a mood that you like, and sometimes I'm in the frustrating mood. Is this the frustrating mood?
No, this is good. You're good. Okay. You're entertaining as hell today.
Hell yeah. So how about this then?
Tell me.
The hell do you guys make of this? You think any of this is true? You think any of it is false? What do you think about people who don't wear shoes at the gym? Should they be kicked out? I think so. There's a guy at our gym that my buddy and I call Socks. Walks around wearing socks for some reason. It's okay at one point if you're just like in a certain area, but you're walking around the gym, don't wear your socks. Nobody wants to see that. So put your thoughts in there and let us know. Okay. So
I have follow-up questions about everything you just
said. Go ahead.
Okay. Number one, you go to the gym with a buddy?
Yeah.
Who is it?
My friend from a friend of mine, actually probably going to wind up putting on this show. Not this show, but this channel.
Watch alongs?
What did you just say to me?
Watch alongs.
Oh, watch alongs, yeah. 100%. That's what we're gonna do.
What did you think I said to you?
Didn't know.
And the second one is, do you really see at the gym people with no shoes?
Yeah,
no socks?
we call this guy Socks.
No, but the guy with socks, okay, but no shoes, no socks.
Just socks.
Just socks.
Just socks.
And on machines.
Yeah, he's all over. He's walking around with his sock, he's in his bedroom. And he's walking and like I was like, someone's gonna drop a weight on your foot. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but somebody's gonna do it.
And you're not saying you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Not on purpose.
No, it's true. But if you're next to me and I knock it over, it's like, hey, socks, you just got nailed.
I'm surprised the gym liability-wise lets him.
Same. I don't know if they see it or they just don't give a shit. But like he walks around in his socks and his black
think that's
socks.
crazy. Like I know that some people who are lifting, they like to lift with really flat shoes like Converse or whatever, and that's totally like makes sense. But what's the benefit of just wearing socks? And you might slip.
It's just it's not right. It's not right.
Does he seem like somebody who can't afford shoes?
I mean, it seems like he's like, you know what? I'm comfortable walking around. Comfortable.
Odd behavior. All right.
You wear socks in the gym, so it's not your house.
Well, do wear socks, but
but don't wear just socks.
Just socks, right?
Don't wear just socks in the gym.
But I also think it's weird. Like my dad goes to the gym every day, as you know, and he doesn't wear socks. He only wears sneakers. That's weird too.
He's wearing but
it's not weird for us, but
for us. It's weird for him. Like if you,
for him.
Yeah, for sure. If you like, you have sweaty feet. That's your sweaty feet.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't believe in socks.
Right. I don't have any problem with that. I have Winston's file.
Okay,
so
tell me the backstory.
All right. So the backstory is this: on the Moon Knight reaction, episode 1 and 2, 3 and 4 is out now. Sam did something on the at the end of it that we laughed really hard. So it was a Roxy moment. And Winston, and I told Winston about it, and Winston reacted to it. So he didn't know what to expect either.
Oh, I saw one image of you and Sam like dying laughing.
So this is a reaction of Winston. This one is not working either. Come on.
Oh, and you just set it up.
Set it up again. It's not working again. Let's see. Is that one? It's not working, Luke. For some reason it says
Sweet 16.
It says the video has a unique code, doesn't support it. So we got to try again, Luke.
Wow, it's so unique.
I know. It's weird. I'll give you, hold on a second. All right. I don't know.
What percentage of the movie do you think Hulk's going to be in?
A good portion. I would say 35 to 40.
Wow.
If I was to guess. All right, listen. I'm going to try to figure out this Winston thing. Why I do. I'm also going to, why I do.
Why I do.
Yes, you do. Why I do.
See?
It almost sounded natural today.
I thought so. I don't like when people use bad words.
Cock?
No, please don't. It's not funny. Said it wasn't funny. You need something for your sandwich?
Mustard?
No.
Why is
Who do you think would be the best Batman?
Motherfucking Batman!
That's right. All right. Let me tell
How
you.
do you think people feel about you today?
I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Let me tell you what I'm going to tell you.
Tell me what you're going to tell me.
I clearly don't need any more coffee because I had some great coffee this morning. It was good. Trade, and I ate myself some good food. I'm going to tell you about, just because of my mood today, I want people to make sure that they get Trade and that they get Factor. If they don't, then everybody here is dead to me. I've really been making fitness a priority lately, and I want to make sure that my nutrition is part of that. So I've been getting Factor, man. And Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating pretty easy. They're dietitian approved, and they're ready to heat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel up right then and there, no matter what life throws at you. The great thing about Factor, it arrives fresh and it's fully prepared. It's perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. I can tell you it's been an absolute lifestyle changer for me. It's got over 40 options across 8 dietary performances on the menu each week. It's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfast, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons. You can reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat. So you want to eat smart with Factor. You get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use the code FactorPodcast to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That is code FactorPodcast at factormeals.com/FactorPodcast. You get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Factor. I'm always excited to talk about Trade Coffee. Coffee's not just a drink. Honestly, it's like a ritual. It's a lifeline. It's the bridge between when you're half asleep and you're ready to just conquer the day. I know it is for me. And if it is that essential, why do you want to settle for anything less than extraordinary? That's where trade comes in. I love trade so much. It is part of my routine every morning. It is the #1 U.S. coffee destination. It brings you fresh coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters. Trade's prices are on par with grocery store brands, but the quality, though, it's for me, it's next level. Plus, you are supporting local roasters. It really is a win-win. And if you're headed out on summer vacation with Trade subscription flexibility, you can pause it, you can shift delivery when you're away, and resume when you're home, ensuring that you're going to get the coffee. I swear by Trade Coffee, guys. You know I do. If you've been watching my show long enough, you know that I can't shut up about Trade Coffee. I love them. I love the different qualities. I love the fact, I love the quantity. I love the taste. I love the smell of it. I love Trade Coffee. Right now, Trade is exclusively offering our listeners 50% off your 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/Kristian. That is a deal. That is drinktrade, TRADE.com/Kristian. Get 50% off for your 1-month trial. drinktrade.com/Kristian. Trade's good. So is Factor. I think that's it. I think if you understand that, then you'll know. I don't keep going to tell you about it. I keep telling you about it. And I keep telling you, hey, you're going to help the show if you do it. And you either listen or you don't. You can just ignore it. And you can look at the freaking time codes and go, hey, I'm going to skip the next one. Well, then joke's on you because you're missing out on good shit.
But also thank you for your support.
100%. All right.
Kristian,
Yeah.
is it working yet or no?
Yeah. I got it. You ready for this shit?
I don't know.
Here we go. Where's it going?
Yeah, I want to see where they're taking this and how this is all going to play out.
How good of an actor is Oscar Isaac?
Oh
though?
my God, he's so good.
He's so good. What's going on with this thing? Oh,
Sorry.
that's all right.
I'm trying. I think I don't want to.
No, it's okay. He's
Okay, I think I love Sam. I think I love Sam. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Hey yo, prom.
Oh my God.
Yo.
I meant hitting my head.
Yo. You bet hitting your head on the I don't know.
I can't. Anyway.
I don't
show.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to meet Sam with a straight face when I go to New York eventually, man. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Good for Sam's husband, bro. Like, well done, sir. Oh man, I see why. I believe she Obama 3. I see why. Hey, yo, all right, that was pretty funny. I'm gonna start doing some more of these just one-off reactions, man. That was fantastic. Oh my Lord. Do I watch the rest of these Moon Knight reactions now? Good God. Anyway, man, if it's your first time here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, throw a thumbs up. I've got a lot of content on here covering movies and TV. I have been doing my show Blurred Breakdown. It's been a minute, but definitely come on through. I'm going to have another one coming at you this week, covering all the pop culture news you need to know. So, yeah, you definitely want to check all that out, man. So, with that, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have... Yep.
It was awesome. But you got to see the ending of it, too. The ending, I cut myself. He missed the end of it, but at the very end of the video.
I know you told me this.
He cut my head.
I have a couple things to say.
Yeah, and it was a great reaction by Winston, by the way.
Number one.
Yeah.
Good on Winston for making a mini commercial for his channel during your
Oh,
show.
100%. As he should.
Work.
He did the work to react to it. He might as well.
Number two, only because I absolutely love Winston and love his girlfriend. I need to check in on this. Winston, you can't impregnate somebody with a blowjob, right? It wouldn't lead to her having kids. I just want to make sure you know that's not how it works.
What did he say? I missed that.
He said, oh, I understand why she has 3 kids. And I just want to make sure that he knows the way that it works. I'm a little concerned. I think maybe it just means, she knows how to get it on.
Right.
Just making sure. Yeah, he says that's how you lock it down. Okay. Just checking, Winston.
Right.
I need to make sure you know.
You better hold on to Winston while he's still here, because he'll be here for as long as we're talking about him, and then he's going to leave.
Then the other thing is, I want to be like, Sam, what were you thinking? But it was literally like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, so I said it was a very Roxy moment.
And I do that shit all the time, and I genuinely don't know what's happening until afterwards, and then I crack up just like she did. It was literally like looking in a mirror.
She knew it immediately.
Immediately
When we were there, and it was like
hard to miss, Kristian.
What I also loved about her too, because I said, "So you want me to cut it out?" She's like, "No."
Cut it out for what? She didn't.
I don't know. You figured it'd be nice, and you asked. She's like, "You want me to cut it out?" She's
You
like,
never ask me.
"That's not true." It comes down to a certain moment, but I also know you. I mean, I know her very well, but
You used to ask me at the beginning. I don't think you've asked me if I needed something cut out in 10 years.
Because I know you well
I would tell you.
Yeah, there's stuff that you would tell me. Like, as far as I know you on air better than I know Sam on air better. You know what I mean? Like I know her all my life, but on air, Sam, it's different.
I can only think of one time ever that I needed something cut out on air, and it wasn't on this show. I can only think of one time. Have you ever needed something cut out?
I'm sure, especially Schmodown stuff, 100%. Yeah. There's been tons of people that have asked in interviews and stuff. Anyway, okay, we got other stories, and right now we're gonna give you an update. Roxy, you're not too far away from already being in the lead, by the way.
Whoa, what was yesterday?
Yesterday was around 35 because it was a holiday, and Roka was nice enough to come in on the holiday, and we went early.
I hope you pay him well, because that man be showing up for your show when nobody else shows up for your show.
True. Well, I also when he hosts by himself, I give him a little extra.
Good, yeah, that makes sense. Just
but
saying, he rides for you.
He does, absolutely.
I've always loved hosting with Roka. You know that. I think he's just so great at what he does, and he's good at making people feel comfortable. He's really good. Yeah,
very good. So, all right, listen. So we have another story that we're going to discuss here today. We did that one already. What the hell's going on here? This is bullshit. Where is this? Is that the same one? I don't want the same stupid story. I just had this story. Roxy, what is this? What's happening?
It's the multiverse.
I don't need this in my life, Roxy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Luke, what the?
It's not Luke's fault.
No, flip out.
Luke for? What does Gunn offer? He's going to offer a new Peacemaker season 2 details. Hell yeah. Look at that. Great poster. Love that. Love that. Eagerly will be trying to dance in the opening credits of the 2nd season of James Gunn's Peacemaker on Max. Creator James Gunn and star John Cena recently spoke with EW about the new season with the DC Studios chief, saying he's not the best at it. He tries to really join in the dance sequences at the end. He's got a little pose this time. The credit sequence will debut at Comic-Con in July. Gunn says the pressure was on this time out. Everybody looked at it differently, through a different lens, knowing how much the audience enjoyed the first one. It's going to be a cornerstone of the show. So let's dive into this motherfucking shit. Gunn says his takeover of DC Studios in between seasons allowed him to weave the 2nd season like an old lady in a cabin, weaving a sweater in the larger overall DC universe organically, like the fruit you get at Whole Foods. I developed it along the way in conjunction. Are you going to function with the other DC projects that we're going to be doing? So it's very much connected to Superman, and it's very much connected to what comes afterwards. I had a rough idea because I like a rough of what I was going to do, but it was actually quite different than what the show ended up being. While some Superman character cameos have already been teased, Gunn says there are way more connections to the film than that. A lot of it ties to a big MacGuffin, the quantum unfolding chamber. He said, you've seen what we call the QUC, the quantum unfolding chamber in the first season of Peacemaker. We see more of that about that tech in Superman. It's in the center of the story of Peacemaker 2. We see a lot of different characters from Superman in the season. Isabella, Nathan, Sean, and we have a bunch of other characters later on in the season from other parts of the DCU and from Superman. There might even be one really big cameo near the end of the show. The second season will explore how Peacemaker, played by John Cena, if you didn't know that already, struggles to be taken seriously by the metahuman community as he's still considered a punchline among all the other metahumans. So he's starting the season in a bad place. Michael Rooker is going to appear in the new season as Red St. Wild, the world's foremost eagle hunter and a nemesis to Peacemaker's sidekick, Eagly. Tim Meadows' Argus agent Langston Fleury is also a key character, taking up the role of total a-hole to balance out the softer and nicer Peacemaker this time around. Gunn also teased the first, 6th, 8th episode will boast big surprises, and overall it's a very, very emotional season. Peacemaker returns to screens Thursday, October 21st. Yes, it says August, but I don't give a shit. I'm changing the date. Go ahead, Roxy.
I hope he sues you for misquoting him.
Good.
I also hope the trades pick up that you say that Gunn says he likes it really rough.
Who said that?
You said that.
How do you know that? I wasn't on my
Harloff reports.
You know how good AI is these days?
Likes it really rough.
Whoa.
The only thing that we saw the trailer, so we know that this show is tapping all of the characters that we're seeing in Superman. When you hear really big cameo, I hope he's not setting us up for failure here because there's only one
Batman.
really big cameo.
Batman, right?
Well, we don't have. You think they're going to introduce Batman in Peacemaker?
No.
I was going to say it's Superman.
Oh, probably right.
We're seeing. I mean, Batman would be even bigger because that would be the introduction to him. But like, we see Hawkgirl, and we're seeing a lot of the Superman cast in Peacemaker in that trailer. Who knows for how long? But the only really big cameo, unless they're like taking a page out of bringing Aquaman in, and this is how they introduce Lobo. But I think that it would be hard to say really big, 3 reallys, if it's not Superman.
Right. You think Lobo will be a hobo?
I don't.
What's he been doing? He got a job? How do we know he won't be on the streets? That's the new word.
To say? You should tweet at him and ask him that question. He might respond.
It's possible. You never know.
Hearing from Winston, I agree. Lois or Lex too might be really big, but maybe not. Like, and I would say Lois and Lex would be really big, but we got 3 really.
I included a couple more reallys in there.
I heard it.
Right.
So this was you when you were reading it.
Yeah.
I was like this, eating my nuts and just.
Whoa.
I know. Just let me go. At least I did this. Eating them and just listening. And I was thinking to myself, like, oh, interesting. And then like 15 times I had to look at the article to be like, what?
Right.
Because you said October.
And you realized the stupid mood I was in today, and you realized that there was.
You said it comes out in October. I'm like, what?
Right.
You said really. I was like, what? You said he likes it rough. I was like, what?
I like that. I like that I can switch it up, because this is the kind of shit that I think people need in their lives when they're tuning into a movie show. I think that if you just want movie news the way you want it and see it, like, you know, a news channel, whether it's CNN or Fox or whatever the hell, wherever you get your news, then you can do that.
Yes, we are very similar to CNN and Fox.
I'm just talking about the way you aggregate it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes we do it that way, but not today, I say. Not today. Today is a day when we embrace chaos, Roxy. Today is the day that we take tomatoes and we throw them against the wall, and then we scrape them off and make sauce.
Tomato.
Hell yeah.
Wait, do you know that I've seen the Karate Kid movie?
I was just going to tell you this. I'm going to see it tonight, and I know that you saw it because you went to the premiere and whatnot.
I didn't. I did not do that, but that would be cool. Yeah. But I did get to do the glam bot. It was like It was like a cool kid screening.
Okay. Well, you went to a cool kid screening. Fly. I don't like these flies.
Okay, so this whole time I thought you've been in a mood, and now I'm really worried about you. Who are you talking to, Kristian?
The fly.
Is this your Breaking Bad moment?
Maybe. Okay. Come on, asshole. You want to do this? You want this to be the end? I don't think this is what you need. Look, the window's open. You can choose to live. You fuck around, and the time is now.
Yeah.
Okay. Karate Kid. Now, you went to these screenings.
Just one. Oh. Good. Oh. So he took the chicken box. Is that what that is? Did he get it? I think no. My guess would
No, I
be
didn't get the
no.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's gone.
How'd you hear me?
Because I can hear shit. I got X-ray hearing. All right. So you went to the
Was
screen.
that the chicken box or no? Oh, so what's the box you just used?
The lid.
For the chicken?
Oh yeah.
And you still want it in the shot for fun?
I didn't get it.
No,
Right.
but you want the lid in the shot.
I've had enough of this. So this is a salad lid.
That's what I was asking.
I didn't use that shit.
And you just like it in the foreground.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Salad. Should broadcast salad.
Okay.
Everybody puts salad in their life. Why not? You want a bonsai tree? Or you want some salad? You want both. A bonsai tree and salad.
Do you know how expensive bonsai trees are?
Right. So don't fucking get a bonsai tree. Eat some salad. They're
I
cheap.
do. I so badly want a bonsai tree.
Okay. Then get a bonsai tree. What can I tell you? Make some choices in your life. Make a sacrifice.
Can't.
No?
Can't keep a tree alive.
Fair enough. Did you know salad is for everybody? Eat it. Put a cucumber in it. Throw some tomatoes. Throw a little feta in there if you like. You don't like feta?
Salad's
then
not
don't-
just for kids.
That's right. You don't like feta? Then don't eat the fucking feta. What else?
Obviously, I don't like feta. You know I'm allergic.
Right. Then don't eat it. Eat something else. Put tomatoes in it. Scrape the tomatoes off the thing before. Call back. Bing.
Do you
All
have
right.
a garden?
What?
Do you have a garden?
In my office? Why would I have a garden in my office?
No, at home.
Oh, we will.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just can picture Sadie like gardening.
She's good at it.
Yeah, I bet she'd be really good at it.
Hell yeah. You know who's terrible at it?
You, me?
Yeah. Why would you say something like that to me?
Because it's the truth.
100%. All right. So you went out to see this movie. Were
Mhm.
you now? I've heard this movie is not good. From social, you only give social thoughts. Embargo is lifting soon.
Oh, really? When?
The review embargo lifts tomorrow. The social embargo is already lifted, I believe. So you can give like your quick thoughts. Are you?
Huh.
Where are you?
Let me look at that. Karate Kid, Rotten Tomatoes. You're saying it hasn't lifted yet?
The embargo for the
It was
review.
weird because Christian, what I was invited to wasn't a press screening, so they
Oh,
didn't
you
tell
went
us
to
there was
say
an embargo.
Right. So this is a press conference. You can say whatever you want to say, but did you what were your thoughts?
So just like being 100% transparent, and I actually wrote them an email about this afterwards, not to be a Karen, but the thing that I was invited to was it was so lovely because it was really cool. I don't know if you pay attention to any red carpet stuff, but the it guy for red carpets
Yes,
is
I've seen this
Italian
guy.
Cole.
Yeah,
He does the glam bot.
Yeah.
So we got to do the glam bot. It was so cool. You know, that's like a bucket list item for me. I had so much fun. They had an open bar, tons of food. It was at a really beautiful hotel. So the whole setup was amazing. But I'm used to going to press screenings now where people tend to be very respectful in the movie and they're quiet and
Oh no.
they take notes and like
Oh.
Kristian, I couldn't hear some of the movie.
What were they doing? They were just talking during the movie?
Screaming, hammered. Like I was with my friend and I was like, what's happening right now? At one point, the girl in front of me went like this for 20 minutes with her hand up. And I was like, do I say something? At first, I will say this, Kristian. I remembered when somebody asked you to take your hat off, and I just never want to be that person. But
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
she
Stupid.
was wearing something so big in her hair.
Yeah.
There was like multiple chopsticks, and like out of the chopsticks there was like confetti coming out, and it was kind of a cool vibe, but I couldn't see anything. So I'm like shifting as she's shifting, and she's throwing rocks.
Here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to picture that you were at that screening with me.
You would have lost your mind.
I would have lost my
behind
fucking
me
mind. I'm losing my mind hearing you tell me this story.
The people behind me had a 90-minute conversation. 90 minutes flirting with each other.
Are you
They
kidding me?
were on a date, and they were like, "So what do you want to do after this?" I don't know.
In the middle of the movie?
Oh, the whole 90 minutes of the movie. At this volume.
And this is the people that are getting invited to screenings now.
So it wasn't a press screening.
That's
is
what I'm
the
saying.
problem.
But why were these people invited?
I don't know. So I wrote, and they emailed me because in my review I had to include this because it like ruined the experience.
Awful. So were
So
you able
anyway,
to watch the movie at all?
anyway, the parts that I was able to pay attention to,
Yeah.
it was fun. It does feel very much like a Disney Channel movie where it's like, is it The Fly, Kristian, or what's up?
No, I'm looking at another story. Don't worry about it. I'm listening to you.
What are you looking at?
All right. You know what? Watch this shit. This is I'm gonna be a fucking magician with this shit.
Okay, tell me.
Go ahead. Tell me your thoughts.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
I say yes.
You say yes.
I say yes.
You say yes.
I say yes.
You say yes.
If you're gonna say yes,
Then say yes.
yes.
Okay.
Come on. Here we go. Roxy, you foxy. You know you my lady. That's right. Here I am. And I say, you my baby. There are some people tucking in the screen. I like to hit them in the face with my balls. They are lean. Oh, it's Karate Kid. It ain't a talking taste. I'll tell you what. I'll put you down and put my balls in your face. Yeah, baby. Not you. The kid's talking in karate. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Come back.
I am.
Come back.
Come back. I'm so far gone. I can't come back.
I know.
I'm on Mars right now, and I'm loving it. Let me talk. I'm gonna take the umbrella. I'm gonna stick it in there. And I'm gonna go. This is where I live. Get out of here, Musk. It's all about me. I live on Mars now. You want these alien bases? My base. Come on. Take your
Hates his
consciousness.
base.
Put it in here. That's right.
Unagi.
Go ahead.
It was very stylized, Kristian. I'd be really interested to know your thoughts.
Oh.
The story is the most basic of the basic stories. It's a story tale as old as time. I like the actors, and some of the fights look cool. So I did like this because, like, when it had my intention, I was like, "Oh, this is fun. This is super fun. This is like cute and fun and rad." But it was impossible to give a real thorough review to something that is like, literally, they were talking the entire next to me, behind me, phones out, like, it was wild.
Right.
Wild.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I felt so bad because they wrote me like this long apology, and I was like,
about
no.
that? Oh, yeah, I would have lost my mind.
And I was like, there's no need to apologize. You just need to know this for the future, because anybody that you're inviting who actually wants to talk in the movie cannot talk about the movie.
Do you want to see the most accurate thing that's ever been written in the world?
Yes.
German and wise. I've been a faithful fan of Kristian for 10 plus years. I have no way to blame myself now. 100% true.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing
That's on you.
that's more truthful than that.
That is on you.
Yeah. Mike Joyce has how am I going to clip this out to the Clips channel. We'll figure it out. I want all this shit clipped out, Jonathan. You hear me? All of it. I don't give a shit.
Oh, Jonathan does it here?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well.
We'll talk about it later.
Yep.
You didn't realize that we were on the air.
Yep.
Okay. That happens. What are we going to do with Karate Kid? I don't know.
Are you going to review it tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to do the out of the theater reaction tonight.
Okay.
I almost got Sam to go see it with me.
But then what?
It's too early, the screening. She's in the city. She's working in the city. So she was going to meet me if it was at 7, but it's at 6 tonight. So as soon as I get off the air here with you, I got to jump. I got to get on the train pretty soon.
You should smoke a little.
Tonight, I don't know if I have to. With how I am right now. I'm eating chicken.
I know. I'm just saying for the movie, I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I don't have any with me. How you like that?
I've never experienced that. Oh, do you want to hear a funny side note?
No. That's fine. Go ahead.
So we're on our way to Mark Riley's birthday party, and
I've heard
Kaiser
of
and Smets come to pick me up.
Okay.
And
That's a crew.
that's my crew. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It used to Smets, Dasha, his wife, Kaiser, and I used to get sushi once a month together when Smets lived here. We call ourselves
Thank
Sushi
you.
Crew.
Thanks for taking me. Appreciate it.
You literally never one time have ever invited me to you and me, and you've brought everybody else
I
there.
thought we went together.
No.
Oh.
You told me about it and I went. Okay.
Oh.
So anyway, so they come to pick me up, and when they get to my place in their Uber, they text me, Rox, bring a pen.
Okay.
So I wrote back, that's like telling a lemon to bring seeds.
Oh.
Like it's a part of me. So I walk out and they have a card for Riley to sign, and they're like, where's the pen? And I was like, I obviously thought you meant my weed pen.
Right.
I clear.
Right.
They were like, oh, we thought that was such a weird response. That's like telling a lemon to bring seeds when you always have pens on you.
That's actually hilarious.
It was fucking, they were like, what the fuck is this?
Let me guess who delivered that, though. Kaiser.
Yeah, of course.
100%. 100%. I got to get him on the show. Very funny.
Of course. He's the actual best, but it was so funny because I always have a weed pen on me. But they said, bring a pen. I'm like, obviously I have my fucking pen, you idiots. And then I get out there, they like are sitting with a card.
It's pretty good. All right, what else? Is there anything else that we need to talk about? I think so.
TV.
Well, we're definitely gonna get to that. Don't worry about that.
Hate when you look over there.
Well, I got a screen. That's not even what I need. It's all bullshit as far as I'm concerned. What's this? Now, this is the second season. I'm done with this Peacemaker shit. I'm going to put this over here. I really want to see that Peacemaker. But it's not what I'm talking about right now.
You called it shit.
Well, right now, because we're over. We're done with it. But why in the world is it still the same stupid thing? I'm tired of it.
Meadows.
Come on, now change. Come on, change. There you go. Chris McQuarrie. Heard of him?
Yes.
Top Gun 3, Superman, and more. I'm going to guess this is from Josh Horowitz. If it's not, I'm going to eat my shoe on air. With his Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning in cinemas and track on his 77 million Memorial Day opening weekend domestically, filmmaker Christoper McQuarrie has been out there talking up the film, and more so, he's talking about movies that he has in development. In a lengthy 1 hour sit down with Happy Sad Confused, that's right, Josh Horowitz, sorry, I'm not going to eat my shoe, discussed a range of topics, including the most anticipated follow-up to Top Gun Maverick. He says they already cracked that shit. They did the premise fairly early on, and he and co-writer Aaron Kruger are actively developing it. You know Aaron Kruger, Roxy, from the Collider Live days.
Oh, I thought you were just
full of shit.
No.
I am. We've never met her.
It tends to be a Jewish last name. I thought you were making a Jew joke.
No, not today.
I don't know who Aaron Kruger is.
No, you don't. In the premise, it's already in the bag. Yeah, I already know what it is. It wasn't hard. I thought it would be. And that's a good place to go from. Kruger pitched something, and the framework is there, so it's not hard to crack. The truth of the matter is none of these are hard to crack. It's not the scope or scale of action, the engineering of the action. It's none of those things. It's the emotion, fool. I've given that absolute no thought whatsoever. He was also asked if he might be taking over directing duties if filmmaker Joseph Kosinski is busy. He responds, fuck yeah. No, he said, I have done a lot of research into how to make a Tony Scott movie. I'm not the kind of director who gets squeamish about making a sequel to a Tony Scott movie. He also talked about his iteration of Superman. It was never made. We know that. It was never made. But it would have seen Henry Cavill's Superman getting into conflict with Green Lantern. It was Green Lantern that came to me. And Green Lantern is a tough one. The power is the very challenge. And I cracked it. It was fun. Watching him learning to use that power and giving a power to the flaw, and so it wasn't pure invincibility. The whole concept of Green Lantern is the ring has to be recharged. You only have so much battery life. It's like Apple. And then can run out in an inconvenient time. That, for me, solved the Green Lantern problem. The costume, holy shit, that's another thing. Henry Cavill had a take on it, and suddenly I realized how these two characters had similarities, which also allowed for an amazing conflict and amazing universe expanding resolution. But I'll tell you this, the first 5 minutes of my Superman, a sequence without dialogue that was a setup after you knew what exactly made Superman tick and exactly what Superman was afraid of and why Superman made the choices he made, would have been epic. Superman is about hope. It's about being inspiring and joy the character created. Interestingly enough, a version of Green Lantern will show up in James Gunn's Superman film, but will be a supporting character played by Nathan Fillion, who will reprise the role in Lanterns and Peacemaker Season 2. Go check out Josh Horowitz and his channel. It's pretty fucking good.
I had to pull up the article because I literally couldn't understand it while you were reading.
No, it's fair. What do you make of any of this?
Hell yeah, Josh Horowitz always does the best interviews. So I don't mean this in any way to him, but there wasn't like a lot announced here. I do think it's cool to know that Aaron Kruger pitched a Top Gun movie and he was like, yep, that's it. And so it wasn't hard to crack. Usually the simplest concepts are the best ones. So I'll be really intrigued to know what was pitched. What did he come in with that was so kind of writes itself. So interesting about that. The Green Lantern story, I don't really know what are your thoughts? What do you feel like was newsworthy here?
I didn't know he was working on a Superman movie.
Oh,
I had no idea. And so that's interesting to me. The idea of what they would have done. You assume that Tom Cruise would probably be Green Lantern because of the rumors persisting that he was going to be. To see Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill together would have been interesting. That would have been a big story. That would have been big business, I think. I think that they both agree that I think what they didn't include in that article, he kind of took a subtle shot at the James Gunn thing because he said, which I disagree with. He said that you don't need the Superman John Williams score and that thing. I don't agree with that at all, as we just said beforehand. But I think it's interesting to put that together. To me, the more interesting thing is because we're getting a Superman movie. It's like we can always, there's tons of movies in the past, the things that we could have gotten, and then we can say, oh my God, that would have been great if, but we're not getting those. I'm past that. Where I am though, give me that Top Gun 3.
yeah.
Like more chicken. Give it to me.
Isn't that crazy that I'm a diehard Superman person? And in this article, the stuff that I cared about most was the
Top Gun
Top
3.
Yeah.
Because it's also we're getting a Superman movie. We're Superman. We can't.
And it's not this. So
It's not this. And it's like, you're going to get people who want to hate the James Gunn thing no matter what, who are like, say what we could have gotten. I mean, come on. We could have gotten Tom Cruise, but we didn't. Would I love to see those two together? Do I still think Henry Cavill got screwed? I do. I'd love to see him. I wanted to see him return. I was excited. I think he got screwed. But it's not what we're getting.
that movie that he was in this last year that I couldn't stand.
What was it? Was it the Anelia Holmes, whatever it's called? What is it? Oh, I love that movie. The Guy Ritchie movie?
No.
The one where he's with Alan Richardson?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Which movie are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's not good.
No. All right. Well, it better not be the one I'm talking about.
Argyle.
Oh, that movie smells. Yeah, movie smells.
I was gonna say, did you like
No, that movie smells. He wasn't bad in it.
No, none of them are the problem. It just,
No.
I just, the only reason I brought it up is because I remember just sitting there thinking when you're saying he got screwed, thinking like this was Superman, and now
Yeah,
I'm watching this.
Yeah. And I love Matthew Vaughn. I really do.
I love Matthew Vaughn too. It just
That
movie
movie
didn't
stinks.
work.
That movie
You were talking about the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which I haven't seen yet.
Oh, I love that movie. It was good. It was good. I don't know. I want to talk about this. I don't know.
Why don't you want to know about my TV picks?
Oh, well, that's what I'm trying to end with. But there's another story that leads into TV apparently.
What is
that
it?
we can do. I don't know. This is. Let's see.
We're already at 39 right now.
Yeah.
I have a lot of TV stuff to talk about, including.
Well, we're actually at 40. Because I deleted one because someone was being stupid, so I could delete it. That's something about the only reason they watched the show or whatever too. And I was like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. They said this isn't one of those. Roxy, I'm here. The only reason I watch this stupid show, and it's like, well, then fucking turn it off and go watch Roxy on her channel. You can say
They deleted a comment because they liked me.
no, of course not. I if they said Roxy's one of the main reasons I watch this show, or Roxy's the reason I tune in. Then
I want
that's
to know
great.
exactly what
They
it
call
said.
they called it a stupid show. Go fuck yourself.
It is
How about
a stupid fun show.
Yeah, they didn't say stupid fun show. If I wish they would have said stupid fun show, then you're in.
I have a knot in my hair, Kristian.
Right. See, this is the kind of show we're talking about today.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'll give you 40 on that because it counts. But I
Okay,
kind of just read the guy's comment anyway, so you can't say he got screwed.
You just didn't say who it was.
Like ass man or something.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Well, then why would he like me?
I don't know.
This is an apartment I am lacking in.
Got no tush?
I mean, here's the problem. The two people I spend the most time with are Steph Sabra, who has maybe the world's greatest ass that's ever existed.
Didn't notice.
And have you met my friend Jess?
Yes.
And
Yes,
Jess Shapiro, who has also the world's greatest booty. So, no, compared to them, I'm a pancake.
Oh, well, I mean, like I said, what can you do? Did I say that?
Just now.
Right. So then I can repeat myself and
No,
say,
you can do a lot, I think. You can do and I've been doing.
I've been eating chicken. All right.
I know.
Too much, right?
Too much.
What do you think? Can you even tell I lost weight?
Yeah, everybody was talking about it at first. What are you talking about on the show?
Right, but it was a long time ago.
No, just now. Just at the beginning of today's show, everybody was like, Kristian looks so buff.
Fuck yeah.
You didn't see those comments.
I don't.
Can you not tell that you've lost weight?
I can't tell anymore because I see myself every day. You know?
I
look at myself and I go, hey, you. And he says, what? And I go, did you lose weight? I say, you tell me. And then nobody says anything back.
Take progress pics.
I did. I took a few.
Are you going to show them?
What?
The progress pics.
I don't think yet until it's time. Someone said my biceps. I don't think so. They look flabby, I think.
I've been lifting as much as I can too. Kristian, I don't know if you know this about I'm wearing a shirt, everyone. I don't know if you know this about me, but I have no upper arm strength. So I've been trying to lift and it's like they just don't grow.
I've been trying. So now we're both flexing. So look, so is that better?
See, like that's what happens when you lift. You get muscles. When I lift, it's like, why isn't this growing? And it's because I'm not lifting heavy enough weights because I can't lift them.
Oh, yes. I've been doing that.
I've been trying, but all I can do is 8 pounds, Kristian.
Yeah. All right, let's get to TV. I don't know what the other story was. I don't give a shit. All right, let's go.
I'm eating 100 grams of protein a day, and I really, really want to have guns.
Well,
because I want to be able to put my luggage above my head on the airplane.
You can still do it.
I can't do it. That's the problem.
No, you know what? Someone said I'm in my Vin Diesel white t-shirt today. I'm not going to talk about them yet. This is a new sponsor. These are the pants. You see the pants, Rox? Can't see really, but I'll forget it. It's like these. They're good pants. They're really comfortable.
I believe you, but
it was a terrible shot. So I can't wait. They're not a sponsor today, but I'm going to be raving about them. And again, if people don't get them, then it's stupid because it's good stuff. So I'm going to tell people now, and they don't get these things. I'm giving you deals. The fuck are you looking at? All right.
Was it the fly?
No, it's the microphone. Just staring at me the whole time. All right, let's
You
get.
know how to fix that. Sam showed you.
Well. Okay, so let's get into this TV shit that you do. Ready?
That I do.
Oh, wait a minute. How did that happen? Oh, I know why. Watch this happy horse shit. You got to do this.
How'd that happen was you did it.
Yeah, I know. Whoa, there we go.
Really good. This is The Last of Us. So you said you didn't love this season. Steph texted me immediately after she watched this episode and said she hated the finale. Spoilers or no, Kristian?
I think yes. I think everybody needs to know right now that we're doing spoilers. It is that time. So if you want to come back in later. There you go. It is true classic. You're right. It is true classic. Go ahead. Like my shirt. My shirt is true classic.
I can't keep up with you.
Nobody can.
They killed my favorite character. So, and I'm not talking about Joel. Everybody knows all season long I've been saying Jesse's my favorite character. So that was super bummer, but I thought that this season was amazing. Even though I have a lot of thoughts and struggles, I'm so excited for the rest of the show. I think this is one of the best shows of the year so far. And yeah, I think that the flashback episode was my favorite this season. I thought that was so beautiful.
It was good. It was real good.
But in addition, I thought this episode, while I hated it, I also loved it. This feeling, no show makes me feel as much as this. Angry, sad, frustrated, like glimmers of joy, whatever. So I'm into the show.
Okay. All right, next one.
I want to hear from you, Kristian.
Tell me, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay. The finale of the rehearsal happened.
How was that?
Kristian,
You loved
the fact that you don't watch the show is a crime.
You know, it's not fair. It's not fair. He annoys me. I've never watched 5 seconds of him. He annoys me and I can't watch him.
It's a crime.
I know. And it is not fair. It makes no sense. And if someone's like, that is absolutely ridiculous, I would say you are 100% right. I don't know why he annoys me. I can't watch him.
He is Tom Cruise.
Stop it.
Kristian, do you know what he does in this episode?
He's jumping out of windows.
This man, his determination is so insane. So this entire season, he's trying to prove for real that the problem with why a lot of planes crash is because the pilots and the first officers are not talking to each other. They're not communicating. Okay. And that is a real issue on planet Earth. And you can listen to the call logs. You can read a lot of the dialogue before planes that go down and what kind of communication is going on. So he is trying to change the laws around what pilot training looks like. In order to do this, 2 years earlier, he goes to get his pilot license. And in this episode, he flies a commercial airline, like a commercial plane, a 737, with 200 passengers after only flying for 2 years of actors who have volunteered to get on his flight. It was the most batshit insane. Like, I can't believe. And he's like, actors will say yes to anything. And HBO signs off on this. It's the craziest show I've ever seen. It is so crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. Next one after that.
I wanted to ask you a question about this show.
This one? Or this one?
Sneaky links. Yeah. Do you know what a sneaky link is, Kristian? Put yourself on screen.
I actually 100% do.
You know what a sneaky link is?
You missed the last part of what I said.
You said do not.
Yeah. But you can't see me. No, so it's over.
I can't see you. Okay. I want you to guess what a sneaky link is.
It's getting into someone's links, but sneaky.
What are their links?
Social media and whatnot.
Their links are their genitals. Sneaky link is the person that you're sleeping with sneakily and nobody knows. That's your sneaky link. So like if you have a friends with benefit, nobody knows that you guys are hooking up. That's your sneaky link. Okay.
Cool.
So this is
that 16-year-old.
Always aging yourself, my dude.
Hell yeah.
So Sneaky Links is a show on Netflix. It's a new dating show. And it is, you're going on the show to find somebody and you don't know once you get there, your sneaky link is on the show. And so do you want to be with your sneaky link and actually get to know them? Or is your sneaky link getting in the way of you finding your partner?
Damn.
I put it on, I start watching, and one of the two hosts of the show is this girl named Spicy Mari, who was an AfterBuzz host with me forever, and she's awesome.
I think I say Spicy Lucy.
No, Spicy Mari. I was so excited to see her. I was like, oh, damn, that's Spicy Mari. She's the best.
Foxy, would you be my sneaky link?
No.
He's upset.
No. So naturally, I watched 7 episodes yesterday.
Damn.
I'm still not done with the show.
All right.
It is such a silly, stupid dating show, but
I
it's
can tell you
actually
what, though. I know what Sneaky Links leads to. People dying for sex. Do you like that? That's good.
okay, but actually, let me take a second to transition here because no, go to Dying for Sex. We're done with Sneaky Links.
Okay.
Dying for Sex is undoubtedly a top 10 show of the year.
I'm going to tell Sadie about this. She likes these shows with her.
So, what?
My wife, she likes Michelle Williams TV shows. She always looking for something to do.
She likes these shows with her, like it's a series of shows.
She's got a shit ton of TV shows she always does, and every time I feel my wife is watching a show that she likes.
Michelle Williams has a shit ton of TV shows.
Yeah,
like what?
I don't remember, but period stuff.
Like stuff to do with your period?
No, period pieces, girl. Come on, get your shit together.
She has a lot of period stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Dying for Sex. I cannot emphasize this enough. This is the greatest show. It is about a woman, Michelle Williams' character, who is based on a real person. What?
I said that's a good story. You said she plays a woman. True story. I said it's a good story. You've had enough of this.
It's based on a real woman who is dying of cancer and changes her entire life around because she wants to have great sex.
Good for her.
And it is so funny.
Okay.
So emotional.
Okay.
I was like screaming, laughing out loud, and then bawling my eyes out. They don't sugarcoat it. It is raw. It is unbelievable. Jenny Slate is one of the other stars. All stars. So many stars on the show.
Nice.
It is an FX Hulu show.
Okay.
And it is a must-watch of the year if you are a diehard TV fan. It is so, so good. And so I didn't watch the show for a while because I saw the advertisements. It's called Dying for Sex. I was probably like, this is probably fine. Enough of you guys recommended this to me that I was like, I'm going to dive into this. And I finished it in a day.
I don't think my wife understood why I sent that to her. I said, Dying for Sex. And she's like, why are you sending me this? And I said, I think you'll like the show. And then I said, oh, she probably thinks I'm dying for sex.
She didn't say no, though.
She didn't.
She said, why are you sending me this?
Right. Oh, well. Okay, well, good.
If I were you, I would have just ran with that.
I know.
Because I am. See you at 6.
So Sneaky Links leads to Dying for Sex. If you are dying for sex, you might have a side quest.
Okay, so I didn't even know this show existed. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, what? For those of you guys who pay attention to my TV picks, you know I've recommended a show called Mythic Quest many times on the show. It's Rob McElhenney. It is a Apple TV Plus show. It's basically a workplace sitcom, but about a video game office. They make video games. And all of a sudden I'm on Apple TV and I see this show called Side Quest. And it's with Rob McElhenney and it's got the same Mythic Quest logo. So I was like, what the hell is Side Quest? Not one of you guys told me about this because nobody's watching Mythic Quest, which is crazy because it's so good. And they did 4 episodes of just like random side quests from Mythic Quest where it's not the characters on the show, but it's people kind of like related to the show. And each one is an anthology series. Each episode is a different person that we don't know and following their journey. And it was so fun and cool. If you love Mythic Quest, this is a great spinoff.
There you go. Last one, right? Oh, shit. I watched this. It's the only one I watched. No, I watched Last of Us also. I watched these.
So this is really, I guess, a docu movie, but I put it on the list because Untold is a series, and this is Untold: The Fall of Favre, and of course, this one of the main people on the show is our friend Jen Sturger. So I wanted to bring it up this week on the show. You did watch it, Kristian?
I did. I watched it.
Have you talked about it on the show?
No, not since I watched it. There's 2 documentaries I watched over the weekend. It was this and the Don Mattingly documentary.
Oh, how was that?
Awesome. It's from like 2022, but it was great.
So I thought that they did a really good job with this and just giving a lot of love to Jen Sturger. This is so fucking hard and impossible. If you're looking at her social media right now, there's still people who are sending her just an insane amount of hate every single day.
Wow.
And I'm just really, really proud of her. And I think that
Right.
most people don't get a chance to tell their story ever. And she made it so that she was finally able to, all this time later, tell her story. And we got to hear it from her, which was really cool. It's obviously something that Kristian and I had heard more about for years, but everybody kind of gets to know. And I think that also, as a major sports fan, which you are too, Kristian, which it's crazy to see people not be able to differentiate like what somebody has done for their city versus who they are as a human.
Right.
And this doc does such a great job of showing what a true piece of shit he actually is as a person, which has nothing to do with his skills as a player. So, I try to put myself in this position thinking about like, what if this was Tom Brady? How do you feel about him? And it's like when somebody does something horrible, and that's not one horrible thing, it's 100 horrible things, and it's horrible things for the government, and it's horrible things for an individual, and it's horrible things for just so many people. When somebody shows you who they are, as Jen says, believe them.
Right.
And I was really, really glad that she was able to do this.
Yeah, I mean, look, social media is a cesspool, so she's still going to get shit over there. But I think that it was good to see there were a lot of people who were indeed embracing her finally, and stuff. Like, you see what happened with her career in general. That she says it on. She's like, it's really heartbreaking when you see what the kind of trajectory of where she was going from getting discovered on the Florida State game to the things that she was hosting and these other things she was doing, and the fact she never even met him.
Yeah,
never met him. People don't realize that, and that this stuff was happening. And she's and the other thing that people don't realize, and we, of course, you and I knew this, but I'm glad the story was put out there. She is, she never even told people about this. She told this one fucking scummy reporter who then leaked it. And then I remember her telling me when she went to meet him again after all those years, and they had and he apologized and all that stuff too. But like,
it's like too little, too late.
Yeah, you destroyed her entire life. And then I didn't realize until she posted it again. I mean, she had told me in the past too, but like that, how much Schmodown kind of meant for her. She was getting back into being out there with it, and Mark and I gave her a safe space, and I'm glad that she felt that way, because that was always the intent, obviously. And I mean, Jen was family, so it was nice to see that. I think she was represented well in that doc.
Yeah, me too. And exactly what you're talking about. It's just like they do a good job of showing the domino effect of somebody can have on other people's lives, especially when that person is the center of the solar system, at least in their world. And it was just crazy to see. And all of us only get to have one life. And when somebody majorly fucks it up and there was nothing you could have goddamn done about it. And then, like you said, most importantly in this, I think people still had the misconception that she came out with this story.
She was the one who said it. She didn't want nothing. She didn't want it released at all.
Yeah.
She wanted nothing to do with it because she knew.
Which, if she had wanted it released, that totally have been her prerogative. But
she didn't.
But she didn't.
Here's the thing: people also don't understand, because she's a very attractive woman, right? So people don't realize how intelligent she is. Like, she's very, very smart. She's very, very funny. She understands the business. She's very business savvy, and like she knew and she says in the thing, you can't win a fight like that in the media against, especially that guy at that time. So she's like. She was confiding in someone, going, "I'll tell you a story," but obviously off the record. And the guy made it off. He broke the rule.
And he said, "There's two bad people in the story. It's me and Brett Favre."
Right.
And it's like, yeah, you are the villain of not only her story, but just of this story. I mean,
100%. And he doesn't. Nobody gives that guy shit. Still, nobody.
No.
I mean, he's not. The Favre is the one that is getting the shit, and Jen still has to pay for it through people still.
What's crazy is that watching it, I almost felt like he was worse than Favre, because like that's a wolf in sheep's clothing, as opposed to Favre, who seemed to be a wolf in wolf's clothing.
Right,
and I'm not actually saying he is worse, but like
I know what you're saying.
He pissed me off even more because
he pretended himself as a confidant.
Right. And we know athletes and celebrities to be pieces of crap all the time. We know that. We know that they're entitled. We know that they send dick pics. We know that they think that they are the center and don't like to hear no. We know that.
Right.
This man pretended to be her friend.
No, it was a really screwed up thing. You should check that out. I checked it out. Please go and check it out on Netflix. Check out all the pics that Roxy put out on her TV picks. There's some really good ones on there for sure.
I know that the Handmaid's Tale finale aired last night. I haven't seen it yet. It's the series finale. I will be talking about it next week.
All right, Roxy, you've beaten Roka thus far. So you're in the lead right now. Winston's waiting to see what you do here today because him and Coy, they lost last week. How many did you win in a row? Was it 3 or 4? I couldn't remember.
3.
Was it 3? Okay, so I think that's the record because the guys almost tied you last week, but Mike won. So 3 is, I think, the record. So can you get back on track?
I haven't won in a while.
You haven't won in a bit. But right now, you got 45 starting off. Well, 46. So let's get to the first one in the comments. By the way, did you see Lilo and Stitch, the live action?
No, I didn't.
It's good. It's going to make a lot of money, Rox.
That's
It already has. Because I keep saying this. There's nothing for families out there to see. There's nothing for kids out there to see. And that's why it's crushing right now. It's got over 175 or 200 million already domestically.
Karate Kid?
No, but Vivi maybe, my oldest maybe, because she loved Cobra Kai, but none of them are in it, so I don't think she really cares. But I think she wants to.
Well, Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, I know, but she wants to see. They both want to see Lilo and Stitch. The little one really wants to see Lilo and Stitch, but Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon is the only stuff that families can see right now. So, RQM DSMD support for Roxy, Forever's Jesse's girl. Oh. Sad.
I love Jesse.
You knew that was coming. We didn't see that. You didn't? Did you even see that coming? I saw it coming a mile away.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, mile away. The second the two of them are planning on having kids together. You're like, Jesse's toast. Daniel Breen, reparations for Roxy after what she had to go through with the Last of Us finale. Her boy was taken out of his prime. I got to see that reaction. Did you lose your mind?
I
sobbed.
John and Greg are on my ass all the time about how I never emote, which I find myself to be pretty emotive, but finding thumbnail photos for me, they say is very difficult. And John was like, this was the easiest one. I screamed. I screamed.
Oh, there you go.
I said, not fucking Jesse, top of my lungs.
Oh, wait a minute. How come Ass Man comes in here and says something stupid in the beginning and then asks a nice question? He says,
I bet it wasn't stupid. Can you read exactly what he had said that you deleted?
I said something along the lines of
exactly what he said. Do you still have it?
No, deleted. It said Roxy's the only reason I watch this stupid show. And I said, I'm deleting that comment. What are your favorite movies ever? The 3 that come to mind: Empire Strikes Back, Braveheart, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I love Eternal Sunshine. Good Will Hunting and Princess Bride.
Good ones. Roxy music from Ass Man.
Roxy music.
My choice. Roxy would make a good Bellatrix. No? Yeah, she would.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. This is Paul Bros Forever, not F and Jesse. Love you, Roxy. I do actually think the casting is pretty good. Surprisingly, Harry is who I'm most nervous about. It looks a bit off for me personally. Let's see him with glasses. See him with a haircut.
Wait, what part of him looks off? He looks like a little brunette child.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
It looks fine. Assman, Roxy's the most beautiful woman alive. There you go. Assman's a fan.
Then he's not a real ass man.
I don't think you're not giving yourself enough credit. Can't say.
Okay, but I'm just saying if you love ass, it's not me.
No. Yeah. I like my wife's tush, so it's the only tush I look at. Pool 657. Kristian, this is a side topic, but can you talk about the massive Star Wars Battlefront 3 movement that's taking the internet by storm? Oh, we got to talk about this. I'm so locked into it. I'm so locked in and know everything that's going on. I couldn't tell you anything about this. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know.
What is Star Wars Battlefront?
Oh, it's a game. It's a popular game. I don't know what the movement. What's the movement? Someone tell me. You got to understand. I'm not as locked in anymore to Star Wars, guys. I know it's depressing to some people. It's like when I keep up with it. I want to see what's happening with it. But it's when bad management is running my baseball team, I just watch the games and I hope that they win. That's it.
In the chat, Ryan says, give us Battlefront 3, bring back Gina. Does that have anything to do with that? Josh says resurgence of players to the game.
Don't know.
Ryan says it's reached the highest amount of players ever. Susan says it's peaked players for the first time in years. The game is practically dead.
Oh, I don't understand. Armada, would this Harry Potter series be the first family-friendly HBO show? First family-friendly HBO show? I don't think so. There's been family-friendly HBO shows, have there not? Been family-friendly HBO shows?
I can't think of one.
But that's also because you're put on the spot. There's never been an HBO family-friendly show. I mean, maybe you're right, Armada. I don't know. Not sure. Supporto, Amika. Okay. Aspen coming in hot today. Maybe Aspen is Crystal. We don't know it. Starfire XXX. Chances for a DC movie news show with the original 4.
Weekly, no, but we always come back when there's a big movie. So I'm sure we'll do an episode for Superman. Okay, Adventure Time was, but I don't think that's fully family friendly, is it? That's HBO.
I don't know which one that is.
Adventure Time. Oh, people are obsessed with that. I'm not seeing it. You guys let us know in the chat if you can.
Yeah, let us know.
Thanks,
Alex.
Ruffalo.
Always like when Alex shows up. Feels like this is Marvel's way of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, between Sony requiring 1 character and Universal not allowing a Hulk film. Starting to wonder if this will be World War Hulk. Okay, so Alex, you're onto something. You're onto something, Alex. But I think you're right. I think you're right. That's all I can say. He says, yes, Roxy, would love to see She-Hulk fighting Savage Hulk. Roxy, I'm so confused with myself because we're doing the reactions. And I know that Alex wants us to watch She-Hulk. I know he does. We're doing Moon Knight right now. And I have to be honest. I thought the first Moon Knight was going to do maybe 8 to 10,000. I mean, I did Lilo and Stitch, and I thought that would do well, and it did fine. So it did like 10,000 views, the original one, because I had never seen it. So we're trying to figure out which ones we're going to watch, what other shows. We're doing all the movies. We did Multiverse Madness. We're going to do Ms. Marvel because it leads into the Marvels, and she'll be confused, and she won't have the same connection if she doesn't watch that show. So we're going to do that one. I don't know how good they'll do, and then I started thinking, should we do She-Hulk? Because we're not doing Secret Invasion. We're not doing Echo. I just did Daredevil, so we won't do Daredevil. So the only ones, and we're doing Loki season 2, but then She-Hulk. I was like, should we do She-Hulk? They're only half an hour episodes, but do you think people are going to watch that?
It's my favorite of the Marvel shows, and Sam would like it.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah, it's the best to me. I think it's so fun.
Sam has my taste when it comes to Marvel stuff, though.
But because she's watching with you, so you're influencing her.
No, I don't. I don't tell her anything about.
No, but you can feel your energy. You have very strong energy, Kristian, while you're watching things. Yes, you do. But no, I think most people didn't like the internet, hated it. So
I shouldn't show her.
But if you're doing it based on characters that matter, I think she can continue pop up, and then there's that Daredevil.
I know. I got to think about it. Luke says that I should do it because he thinks that people are paying attention to the show. So I don't know. Aspen's still laughing. Thank you, Aspen. All right, let's see. Next one is from Jay Anderson. Support for Harloff's babbling buffoonery. Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. Aspen Roxy is the best. Aspen loves you. Mike Joyce, Kristian, what's your gym routine? 4 days a week is what we've been doing. We're doing legs. We've been switching it up. So it's legs. Today was chest and back. And then it's bis and tris, and then shoulders with abs 2 days a week. So that's what it is.
You're doing abs 2 days a week?
Yeah. Why do you think it should be more?
Just the one that you can kind of max out, and that seems to be the thing that you care about. But maybe I'm just talking about Greg for a second. Yeah,
well, no, you're not supposed to do it that often, though, too. Even you can max
every other day.
Yeah, it's like you can do it more, but the routine that we're doing is pretty.
What are you doing?
A lot of different crunches, but a lot of different exercises. That it's like 3 or 4 different exercises each time.
Weighted ab stuff mostly, or not weighted?
Some of you doing crunches, and some of you doing like just on. It's a lot of different things. But I was thinking that once we get to an actual, I'm gonna wait for about a year before I actually show any pictures, because the first picture you took is it's okay to show the embarrassing photo if there's something next to it.
Yeah.
But right now it's just like it's okay. Ryan Fennelly. Scorpion returning. Do you like Mando as an actor? What am I missing here?
We talked about earlier that's this was one of the news stories today.
Yeah, I know, but who's Mando? Which one's Mando? Do you like Mando as an actor? Am I missing something?
Yeah, Kristian, what was their first news story of the day?
Actually, that was a long time ago.
So
So
it was the Spider-Man stuff.
Winston told me that Star Wars Battlefront 2
Spider-Man stuff. Who's the actor that plays Scorpion?
Oh, the guy that played him, his name is Mando, I guess.
Something. No, you know him. God, fucking damn it, Kristian.
All right. Well, look, Winston said that Star Wars is, like you said, it's seeing a massive surge of players, people asking for a new installment. The game was all but dead, but now it's in the top 10.
Michael Mando, thank you.
Talking to me anymore. Anyway, Armada. Is Mark Ellis
didn't leave much of an impression on Kristian.
Is that was the one that said at the end to Michael Keaton, he is, I'm gonna get him. Armada, is Mark Ellis, he's fine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Is Mark Ellis casting Spider-Man 4 impression? LOL. Is he's gonna be in, you mean as Toby? Could be.
Baby carrots.
Yeah. Trey Porter, over the weekend I checked out Max Cook's Tony Soprano videos and it was a great time. He's the best. He's got a really good Nicholson and Pacino. Thanks for the recommendation. He is the best. I wish he's one of the guys. He was like an original YouTuber when Mark and I started and he stopped. He shouldn't have. There is no one on the internet better than him when it comes to Tony Soprano. There's no one. He becomes Tony Soprano. It's like everyone always says Ari Spears is the best. Not even close. You're looking at, when you say Ari Spears is the best, you might as well say I'm the best. And I love Ari Spears. He's great, but not even close to Max Cook. He's the best ever. Ari does hands down one of the best Stallones maybe ever. It's a great thing about when Stallone and when Mickey dies in Rocky. Mick, it's great.
I don't know Max Cook.
It's Cook. I know it's pronounced. I know it's spelled like that, but it's actually Cook. If you look, because you were a Sopranos girl, right?
Yeah.
You watch one of his videos and his Tony Soprano impression. There's no one better.
I'll watch.
There's no one better. Yeah, so everybody should check. I mean, really, it's like it's uncanny. Jay Anderson, Harloff's verbal nonsense and Mike's internet rants and Brett would be peak comedy. Yeah, but the thing is, I can't do this all the time.
Yeah, no.
It just comes and goes.
It's a lifestyle.
It just comes and goes. It's like it's here. It's almost like you're watching Moon Knight. It's almost like Steven and Mark. I don't know who's showing up today. I really don't. I don't know. Look, do I wish this person would show up all the time? I do, but the problem is I don't know how long I'd be able to last on the internet.
Yeah.
Because this version of me does not care. I don't give a shit. Assman. Love you. Thank you, Assman. Now Assman's coming out. I feel bad for deleting Assman's comment, but at least I wrote it. At least I read it, I should say. The hell are you looking at? All right. Let's go back. This is AB. So characters in Spider-Man 4, Hulk, Punisher, Daredevil, Sadie, Mayday, Scorpion, Tombstone, Boomerang, Tarantula, Mr. Negative, Silver Sable. Sound right? Really hope. DDN. I don't think Daredevil is going to be in it. I don't. I don't think he's going to be in it. I think Punisher and I think Hulk, if I was going to guess. What do you think, Roxy?
Well, I'm going to say whatever you think because you trust me, bro.
It's ridiculous. Carlton Rudder.
What?
Don't worry about it. Carlton Rudder. London calling. Sorry, I'm out of action yesterday for the live Q&A. You're looking really good. And Roxy is svelte as ever. What do you estimate for Karate Kid Legends opening weekend? North of 50? Yeah, I'd say between 35 and 40.
I didn't understand any part of this.
Oh, well, he's British.
London calling. Sorry, I out of action yesterday.
I was out of action yesterday for the live Q&A.
What is he talking about?
There's a Q&A that we do for the members and patrons.
Oh.
We've combined them now. And basically what we've done, we have a lot of stuff for members now, by the way. We got the exclusive Q&As, live streams. We're combining them. We're doing 2 live streams. So basically what you do is there's a $50 tier where you can essentially co-host the show with us if you wanted to for the whole thing. But then what we're going to do now for each one of these, we're going to do 2 a month. Anybody who is a $5 member and up can actually come in on video, ask a question, and be part of it for the hour stream. So we're doing that. That's going to be for every live stream moving forward. So as far as the Karate Kid Legends opening weekend, I think between 35 and 40, actually. What do you think?
I think south of 50 million.
Really? You think he's going to do that well?
No,
Oh, south. South? I think south is upwards. North? Forget it.
in what world is south upwards?
Not today. I'm looking at the wrong. I'm thinking if I'm going south. You're right. It's
I thought south was upwards. Uh-oh.
nope. I'm
I am
looking.
agreeing with you. 35. It's not going to, I don't think it's going to do north of 50.
Thank you. You're exactly right. Assman says, "Hey,
Hey,
Mike Joyce, sub scene was the best stunt in MIA, right? Yeah, that and the plane.
I thought the plane was better.
It's why you go. If you want to go see the movie at all, that's why you go. You won't be if you're just going to see the stunts and everything. You go. The movie itself, but the scenes, those two scenes are great. That you go to the movies for those two scenes. You'll be on the edge of your seat. Let's see. What else? Armada. It's the flirting and Peacemaker 2 season 2 opening credits. It's got to happen. Are you kidding me? I wish James Gunn was an actual fan of the old SCN days. You know he would put the flirt and flouse in the opening. So Brett would be great in that opening scene.
This is what Mark Ellis always tells me that stand-ups do when they're new. What else?
Perfect. Well, I'm not new. Ass man.
Certainly not.
On a hot
You
dog.
also thought that south was
Today I did. On a hot dog, what are your toppings? Mustard, relish? Yes, actually. Mustard and relish. Spicy mustard and relish.
It depends on my mood. I always love mustard, sometimes ketchup.
Yeah. What is this now? David, I'd like to apologize for my comments earlier. I don't even know what the comments were. I didn't mean anything.
Ass man.
Is this ass man? And it was especially the first comment in jest. David, are you ass man? Because if you are, then I accept your apology. Maybe he's ass man.
Mustard? You didn't even do it.
I don't give a shit. Mike Joyce, how can a clam cram in a clean cream can? That sounds so dirty. Doesn't it?
It just sounded gross.
Sounds like, yeah, it sounds like oops, how did I find that on the internet by accident? For the fly swatter fund. Yeah.
You need it.
Need someone to just come in here and you just call his name's like Frank. You know, like, Frank, the fly got in here. He doesn't have any other job except to kill the fly. And that's it.
Well
that
paid.
work? Yeah, you give him like $100, but you just got to sit there all day waiting for flies. Mirjam, thank you, Kristian, for the giggles. You're welcome. Armada, best annoying screening memory y'all talked about was when a critic roasted McCougar for screaming in the theater. It was the best. Were you there that day?
No,
it was the best. It wasn't that she roasted him in person. She wrote an article about him. Do you remember?
we read it. Yeah.
We read it. She then detracted it, but retracted it. But
it was for some horror thing, right? Like he was scared, right?
I can't remember what movie it was, but it was It. Maybe it might have been It. And so it was. He was there screaming at how she wrote a whole article about how annoying he was, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I remember.
It was hilarious. I will say you did roll with the punches today. Someone said that Roxy really rolled with the punches today. You really did.
Oh, thank you for the backhanded.
It wasn't a backhanded compliment. Sure.
You did roll with the punches today.
Yeah, just today. Normally you don't. Nathan Drake. I like Deborah, but after seeing MIA, I think Katie O'Brien would have been a great Abby. Based off the look, that's who everybody was talking about.
Yeah.
I think Caitlin's a better actress, personally. I think Katie O'Brien is very good, by the way. I think she's very good. But Deborah this is the thing. Right now, and I've said this, I am not on board with Abby at all. I think she's she's the worst. She's doing a great job portraying her. But from what they're setting it up, and from what everybody says about the game, the next season is about getting you to get on board with her. I think that you've got a better shot with Deborah doing that than Katie. I could be wrong. I think Katie's great. It's very good. I just think Deborah is better.
I also think we're supposed to be drawing comparisons between the characters. You know that they're similar.
Right.
Caitlin and Bella look.
But that's also the thing. I believe when you put Bella against Caitlyn in a fight, I believe they can match up.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, Katie O'Brien could squish Bella like a grape.
Katie O'Brien also looks 15 years older than Bella.
Yeah, and she's also, again, she was a bodybuilder. She's we had her in the studio. She's a sweetheart, and she's really good. I just again, I think for what they're trying to do, I feel like you might have a better shot with ever doing it, but it's still gonna be hard to do. Narcolepsy 27. Is Roxy's hair total fire? Yup.
Yup. You and I haven't talked to UAP stuff in a while. Just so you guys know, what I do now for my heatless is that I do a little twist at night like this for all my long-haired people in the chat. It's so easy. You just twist. Keep reading. You guys will see what I do.
You're at 62, by the way. It's 63. You're pretty good. Jake, late June is going to be crazy for binging. First 3 episodes of Ironheart on the 24th. The entirety of the season 4 of The Bear on the 25th. Excited for that one. And the entirety of season 3 of Squid Game on the 27th. Oh shit! I gotta finish season 1 and 2 Squid Game before
You're so behind.
I know. Okay. So thank you, Jake.
I sleep with it like this.
I like that. Nathan Drake, Nixon 6. If they win the next game, there's a shot. There's a shot. But if they lose it, I mean, I was talking to Winston about we're texting back and forth. I just think it's gonna be tough to do. It's gonna be tough.
It's very impressive what you guys have done so far.
Yeah, but they blew both games at the Garden. So
I know, but nobody ever thought that you guys would be where you are.
That's true. Connor Dorian, have you seen the teaser trailer for It? Welcome to Dairy TV shows. Will be coming out HBO this fall. No, so here's the reason why I haven't watched. Is the same reason. I miss trailers and I react to them, that I don't watch trailers, because this is a show I'm going to watch. This is a show I'm interested in, and I don't need to watch a trailer of it. I know I'm going to see it. I don't want to know anything going into it, and I'm going to go check it out. Roxy, have you seen the trailer for that one?
No.
Okay.
Did you read the late last June one from Jake and I missed it?
What was it?
Late last June, going to go crazy binging first 3 episodes of Ironheart. Read it. I was twisting my hair. I missed it.
Literally just read that one.
Yeah.
Armada, put Cavill in Top Gun 3. That'd be great. He needs to be in something bigger. For sure. I think so. Someone said I'm roided up. Hardly.
Bigger than that?
Huh?
Bigger than that?
No, I'm saying something like that.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah, something like that. He needs to be in. So, I mean, there's rumors about Star Wars also. I'd love to see that too. We'll see, because he's got that brief cameo in the Marvel and Deadpool and Wolverine. Mike Joyce, Team Abby. Ellie has gone too far with her revenge. We'll see. She just did too much shit that I really dislike that character.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Abby, not Ellie.
I know.
Yeah. You like Abby?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I think we're all about to learn some new stuff.
Yes, 100%. And that's what their goal is. Their goal is to make.
No, I hate Abby, obviously.
Yeah, I hate her. Haskell 420. Hey, gang. Roxy, do 10 push-ups an hour. It'll build your arms, forearms, and shoulders. Do 10 an hour for a week. Week 2, do 20 an hour. Let's go, Nick.
I love when men don't understand women's body composition at all. I can't do 10 push-ups. I always, when people aren't personal trainers and also don't understand like how women work, I can't do 1 push. I can do like 3 push-ups. Do 10 an hour.
He's trying out.
I know Haskell's so sweet, but all these guys always, when I say anything about my arms, slide in my DMs and they're like, if you put a pull-up bar in your house, and it's like, do you know what percentage of women on average can do a pull-up?
Yeah.
0.
Oh wow.
That's the average. I mean, like, it's like 0.001% of women that can do pull-ups.
Well, Tim Sim, he's not talking about pull-ups. He says he's not going to lie. These past several weeks we have been eating great in the world of TV shows with season 2 of Andor, Facts, and Last of Us. How long until y'all think we'll get to another time period of great new TV shows to watch? For me, it's back to Mr. Robot. I mean, we'll see what Squid Game season 3 does. I'm excited for it. I was disappointed with, because I think that season 1 of Last of Us was excellent. It was excellent television. This season was just fine for me. Roxy loved it, which is great.
I preferred it to Andor, but I understand. And we have been getting great television. And the Hacks finale is coming up next week, which is another one of the best shows.
Do you think it was better written than Andor, or you just enjoyed it more?
I thought it was better written than Andor. Put the comment back up.
Okay. Hold on. Gotta find it.
So this last part. Did you listen to my TV recommendations? You don't have to go back to Mr. Robot season 2. It's a good show, but there's a lot of great stuff on
I
now.
don't think you had given well, maybe you did give your TV picks at this point.
Tim Sim, go with it.
Yeah, he follows it up. He says also, other than Isabella being a favorite for Best Supporting Actress for Last of Us, who in The Last of Us and Andor cast should be nominated for the Emmy. I think after episode 6, Pedro Pascal for sure should absolutely be nominated. And as far as I'll tell you, for actress or Best Supporting Actress, either Adria Arjona or the actress that played Clea, those two for sure.
I think that the nominations should mostly not be in these two shows, but that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
So that's more difficult.
If those two are if anybody from those shows.
Yeah. No, I think that a lot of them were unbelievable. It's just hard to differentiate when you've got ensemble shows that I do think Bella absolutely crushed. I think that depending on the position, but I thought Catherine O'Hara did an amazing job too. Yeah.
Kaz, support the chaos. Hell yeah. Ass man, I had to poop. Also, I got a turkey sandwich. Hell yeah. It's a good turkey sandwich with some bacon in there. Corn Emperor. I've caught up to The Handmaid's Tale, but I haven't been able to watch the finale. I think Hulu makes it available today. What did you think up to now? Well, I would say go back and watch last week because Roxy talked about it.
Yeah, and I'm 10 minutes into this week's episode because Hulu makes it available at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. and I was just not going to stay up, although I did stay up later than that, so I should have just watched. Anyway, this is the most depressing show that's ever existed, and even in the first 10 minutes, it's still fucking depressing. So I'm like,
what am I watching?
When is the light coming? But it's so good.
Scott Cross. Roxy, you ever watch Fart Winds? Just started it. Pretty good.
Why'd you say that?
It's Dark Winds. You ever watch Dark Winds?
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch Dark Winds? What the hell's wrong with Dark Winds?
I just didn't watch.
Why'd you get offended when I said that? Armada, young Mazzino interview on the show. What's that? Who's
I would
that?
die. That's Jesse.
Oh.
I would die.
I
would die.
I haven't been pursuing. I've been waiting. So what I've been doing now, we were pursuing for a long time. But now we are just waiting. Like studios will reach out. If the studios reach out, then we put on it. Like Lewis Pullman, which is great. We had somebody reach out about about 3 potential guests that if you got them, it'd be some of the biggest guests we ever got.
Wow.
If we got them. But we'll see if that happens. Rob Jupp, Roxy or Kristian, have you ever watched the show From? Nobody Heard? It's great. I know exactly what it is. And Matt Serra talks about it all the time. It's an MGM original and it's a hidden gem. I forget, you've talked about it.
I talk about this almost every week that people bring it up that I don't have MGM Plus. It's the only platform that I don't have. It's the only show that would be the reason to get this platform. People say it's the greatest show. That's the problem.
Yep. Ass Man, Seinfeld reference. Is that from I Have to Take a Poo? Is that the Seinfeld reference?
I don't know. I missed it.
Not sure. Don't know, Rox. Don't know. Okay, let's see. Next one. Let's see. And this is from Sun Tzu. Hey guys, fun fact. I was the very last caller on the last episode of Collider Live. That's great. Roxy did a great job in Kristian's departure to do his own thing.
Short-lived, baby.
It was good though. It was good.
Thank you for calling in.
I
liked taking calls.
Me too. My brother was very upset when he found out over the weekend that I didn't like doing Jedi Council.
You've been super vocal about it. He didn't know.
No, he didn't know. He's like, really? He's told me because he said, you should reboot that. You should do it again. I go, no. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, I hated that show. Mike Joyce, you should do reactions to She-Hulk, Kristian. Maybe Sam will like it, and her liking it will cause you not to hate it so much. And this show's just it wasn't for me. But Roxy might be right. She might get a kick out of it.
I loved it.
Yeah. So we'll see. Mike Joyce, Maybe it's Secret Invasion as well for laughs. There's no world I'll watch that show. I've only watched 2 episodes. I'd rather put my head through the table.
I watched that whole show. Oof.
Not doing it.
It was tough.
I'm not doing it. I'm not watching that show. Okay, let's see. Next one after that is Wesley Marshall. Adventure Time was a TV PG animated show on Cartoon Network, 2010, 2018. Then they did specials on Max that were aged up slightly, but not much.
My stoner cousins are obsessed with Adventure Time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like that generation SpongeBob or whatever, but they're like obsessed with it.
Ryan Fennelly says, poor Michael Mando. He's great on Better Call Saul. He very well might be. I just, people are like, are you excited he's coming back? I'm like, well, excited? I don't know. Excited. I didn't think he was bad. Just it didn't stand out. I was like, oh, yeah, I know who that is. What?
I was reading ahead.
Oh. Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. Please watch the Kung Fury sizzle and comment. It deserves promotion and release. You have a voice. Please watch and laugh. Bonsai Brandon says. All right, Bonsai Brandon, let me explain something to you. You're writing this, and you're talking about Kung Fury. I got in trouble with my wife the other day because of the way my brain works. So what's going to happen right now is this. Currently in my head, I'm talking to Roxy Striar about Kung Fury, the sizzle reel. In about 20 seconds from now, there's going to be another super chat from Ass Man that I'm going to read. And I will have forgotten about Kung Fury. And if I try to remember it to watch it later, I will not. So I tell you that at some point, if it pops into my brain, I'll watch it. But I cannot promise you that's going to happen. Is that fair, Roxy?
Try to tweet him a link.
There you go. That's usually better. Because I'm scrolling around and I see it. All right, I'll watch it. That usually is a better way to do it. Could have told you that instead of the whole diatribe. Ass man. I'm not a literal ass man. I love other stuff too. Hell yeah. Look at that. I still don't. I mean, we could get filthy on this show, but I'm not going to do it. There's things that guys say that they don't do that I still don't understand. Put it at that. I don't get it. You know what I'm talking about.
Are you a big eating ass guy?
Not eating ass. No, but just eating. Unknown. I can see Marvel pushing. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, remember the whole Batman thing goes on? Yeah, fuck yeah, Batman.
Yeah,
do your shit. Is it Batman
like,
does
do you remember the DJ Khaled thing?
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah.
Like that's yeah, you gotta hell yeah. That's one of my favorites. Unknown. I can see Marvel pushing Avengers to December to soften the blow if they decide to delay the movie to 2027. Too many rumors of issues to not be true. Avengers December. They already are moving.
They did move it. They moved the first one to December 2026 and the second.
Are you joking, Unknown?
Yeah.
I think he's joking.
Maybe.
That was the whole big story, was that they moved them both. Unknown, unless he took a little nap. Nerds engaged. Jesse's dead. Yeah, I mean, we warned you about spoilers earlier on. Sorry, nerds. Paul Marquez. Here's one for the fly. Yeah, it took off. Ass man, super ort. All right. 66 so far, Rox. 66.
What ort?
I don't know. Ryan S. If YouTube
or is the name of a Jewish organization. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
If YouTube didn't exist, Ryan S. says, how different would your life and career be? What would you be doing? You both
supper, not super.
Oh.
What's supper or I don't know.
Well, if you do, I mean, maybe there'd be another thing another way. You're saying if social media didn't exist in general? And no, probably would have stuck with stand-up, I assume. I would have stuck with stand-up. Because when I was doing schmoes, it kind of became like the thing that I was performing. I still have the regrets that I probably should have done both at the same time. But especially at that time when Mark and I were doing this, silly that I didn't. But yeah, that's probably what. Roxy, how about you?
Probably would have kept bartending until I booked more roles.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, this is a great question. Armada, whatever happened to the actor who played Aladdin in the live action movie?
Mina Masood. He was so great. Came into Collider, absolutely loved him. And then he's been very verbal, very publicly talked about how he thought that this was going to help his career. And then he couldn't get any jobs after it.
Crazy.
He was so good.
Nothing against the actor they cast.
Super hot.
Nothing against the actor they cast. He would have been a much better Ezra in Ahsoka. He would have been much better.
I didn't watch.
The guy was fine, but he would have been much better. Aspen, I love tuna sandwiches. What's your opinion on tuna? You know, I didn't have tuna for my entire life until I was 19 years old.
No way. Why?
I don't know. Still like the smell of it, but now I love it.
I love tuna, but I'm not a big mayo girl. So I love tuna with lemon, salt and pepper, and I love tuna like sushi, but I don't love a mayo tuna blend.
I do. Let's see. What else? We got Ask Man again. Says Ask Man Seinfeld. Google it. Oh, okay. Is that from? I guess it's from that. I don't know. Okay. What else?
What else?
What else? Do we have any more? Yeah. My thing, what Ellis and I used to laugh about when it comes to that, you know what? And Ellis did this for a while. Doesn't do it anymore, thank God. But we laugh about it still. What comedians do a lot that drives me. People. Okay, people. Saying people all the time. All right, people. I got something. All right, people. I was like, no more people. I told him. I remember we were at Comedy Store. I said, no more people. And he never did it ever again. He did it all the time. He listened to me. I don't know why he listened to me, but he never did it.
Because it's weird.
It's no more people. I asked him. I love it. Thank you. Peter Kalenko. Sup? What's up, Peter? Cavill crushed it in Man from U.N.C.L.E. He did. Was hoping to see more of those rather than him as Bond. What are some movies you guys love but bomb for whatever reason? Thus no sequel. Anytime this is asked, I always say this. I always have the same answer. Dread.
I don't know.
Dread, for sure. Yeah. Bonsai. Brandon. Assman is trying too hard. Find friends. Hey.
Oh, what was that? No, Assman's the best. Yeah. What is that crazy movie that I watched for Real Rejects that
the Dungeons and Dragons movie is a great one. Good example.
She's like a robot girl, and then she like is covered in robot and stuff, and she's got to get up to the sky because that's where the rich people are. And it was like the greatest ever. And she's like going up this like big white thing, and please somebody know what I'm talking about. And
Alita Battle Angel.
Yes.
Great movie. Great
so
movie.
Good. I don't think it performed, and it deserved a sequel. And I've heard that maybe there will be one in the future. That movie was awesome.
So we have a official runtime for Superman. Rocks just broke.
Ooh, what is it? Ooh, let me guess.
Yes.
2:24.
Lower.
2:18.
Lower.
Wow. 2:11.
Lower.
Okay, it's not under 2. 2:01.
Higher.
2:06.
Lower.
2:04.
Lower.
2:03.
Lower.
2:02.
2:02.
I knew it.
You knew it. 2 hours and 2 minutes. That's a good runtime. I like that runtime.
Yeah, that is a perfect. I just thought it was going to be longer because it's like
everything is longer these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
What was it? 2:01.
2:02.
2:02.
2:02.
I told you I knew it.
Yeah, Rocks, you're at 70. That's a healthy number. It's a healthy number. I think tomorrow Chris Carr is on. So we'll see if Chris can do. I think she is. I have to double check and make sure. If not, I'll be by myself. Thursday would be, I think, Mike and Steph. And then Friday are the guys, Capes and Cows. So there's a shot.
Are you on all of them?
I am going to be on all of them this week. Yeah. So there's a shot that you can, hold with 70. You beat Roca. So now let's see. I don't know.
One shot.
Which is, let me see. Also, hey, Luke, can you tell me if I missed any? Because someone said, did I read theirs? I thought that I had it. So let me see if there's any ones that I missed.
While he's looking at that, send in any final ones if you want to boost the numbers.
Yeah, so double check. And then
Winston stayed the whole show, and we didn't even talk about him for the back half.
He only stayed the whole show because I called him out.
Yeah, well, whatever it takes.
Winston, would you stay the whole time? Don't lie.
Maybe he stayed the whole show because he loves me.
That's the only reason, because of you. So, Mike Joyce, do you check out hate channels? It's interesting to see what certain hate mongers whine about, laughing there. Yeah, I got no time for it. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, good for anybody. You're making a living on YouTube.
Have you blacked out the word hate? Can people not send in the word hate to you?
I don't know. Maybe that's what they do in general. I have no idea. But either way, I'm I don't pay attention to it. It's just not something for me. But hey, more power to you if you like to watch that stuff. Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
No, sometimes I find things that are really funny.
There were 5 actually, Roxy. So you actually have 70. Wait, so 72 right now. No, actually 73. So 78 is what you actually have. So let me see. So I'm gonna bring this up. Luke just sent it to me.
Oop, there it is.
Uh-oh. Where did he send it? Which email did he send it to? Sometimes he sends it to, there it is. All right, let me get a.
While you're doing that,
Yep.
Peter Klanko said,
Yeah.
saw Dark City the other day. Doesn't need a
great
sequel, but a great mindfuck Matrix companion piece. What's Dark City?
Dark City is essentially, some people accuse the Wachowskis of stealing
Oh, the Matrix?
the Matrix from Dark City. Dark City is an Alex Proyas movie. I love Dark City. It's Jennifer Connelly, Rufus Sewell. It's and Kiefer Sutherland. That's one. If you haven't checked that out with The Real Rejects, you should, because that's a good one. I like that one a lot. So was that a question that came in? That was the super chat?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another one that gets kind of, I'm doing all these ones that, I don't know why it does this, why it like misses super chats. I'm just going to read them. I can't bring them up. Ewok, totally on board with the new Harry Potter trio. Solid picks. Thank you, Ewok. Yeah. So GoPal says, heading to my nephew's law school graduation. So here's some early support. Again, thank you to GoPal.
Congrats to your nephew.
Yes. Jack, random one. But where does gangbusters come from? Always hear that from Roxy. I'm curious as a Brit. I thought King Charles was the gangbuster. I felt that Ellie's portrayal fell short. I wish, this is all from the same person. I wish she was more badass and took some more peeps, infected out with some more conviction. 2-year wait after 7 eps. Is it 2 years? Oof. Hey guys,
I don't think so. Did they say that?
I think so. Personal opinion as someone who played The Last of Us, but this didn't hit it for me. Maybe because I knew all the major plot points.
What was the question they asked me specifically?
Where does gangbusters come from?
Oh, I have no idea. I've always just kind of said it's gangbusters. I think other people say that too. No, am I the only person who says it?
No, I've heard. You're not the only person. But
I don't know why I always say it's gangbusters.
Yeah, those are the only ones, by the way, that we missed. So I think
where does it come from? I don't know. Maybe it's more common on the East Coast.
Roxy, you're stunning, says
Thank
Jake.
you so much.
Yeah.
And I only have lip gloss on right now. So listen, we're going very natural these days. We're trying to be skincare girlies.
Ed says it's from an old radio show. All right. There you go.
Gangbusters is?
Yeah. So 75.
Yes,
70,
I listen
so
to
80,
it all
so
the time.
You're at 80 currently. That's good. 80's a good number. 80's
I'm
a good
at
number.
80?
You're at 80.
You're 80.
Huh? What the hell are you saying now?
You're 80.
Do you know what my daughter liked? She watched League of Their Own. She dug it.
So good. The movie.
Yeah. I was about to say what else would it be, but I forgot they did a show.
Yeah, the movie is so good.
Yeah. Okay. Roxy, where can the people find you?
You guys can find me everywhere at Roxy Striar. On Wednesdays on my channel, we talk about entertainment news, people news, political news, all the things. And then on Sundays, I do like an hour and a half best TV of the week where I deep dive into all of the biggest episodes that are on. So check that out.
Thank you guys for joining me here today with Roxy Striar. Going to be back here tomorrow. Make sure you check out the Lilo and Stitch reaction that we did. Moon Knight is out. The finale of Moon Knight will be out this Friday. I'm pretty sure that we're going to have the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness come out on Saturday. So check out all the stuff we got going on. Out of the theater reaction for Karate Kid Legends tonight. Thanks again for joining us. And Corn Emperor loves League of Their Own as well. You guys rule. I appreciate it. Oh, we got another one that came in. I apologize.
Wow. Yes, Ash.
A new guy. Hi, I usually can't watch live, but I'm watching from home today. Good app. Thank you, new guy. Well, you just got Roxy now to 82.
The word was working from home, but yes.
What did I say?
Watching from home.
Oh.
Ash, you rule. Ash, I never see you on this channel.
Oh, gosh.
Hello, hello.
Corn Emperor also says, watch every episode or Christian gets mad. That's right. I tell you what, prove to me that you like Roxy and get either Trade Coffee or Factor. That's the only way you prove it. If you don't get it, it means you don't like her. Assman also says, Assman, go buy some Trade Coffee and some Factor.
What's the hand?
Whoa, why'd you get so loud?
I don't think I did.
You did. That was loud.
I haven't changed anything. I'm just trying to see what hand emoji he used.
Peace, I think. Oh, the rocker sign. He did the rocker. All right. Peace out, everybody. You guys rule. That's it. I'm done.
No, that's I love you.